Hello guys, this is Andrew Deng. In this lecture, I will talk about the Spring Bean life cycle. The life cycle of a Spring Bean is easy to understand. When the bean is instantiated, it may be required to perform some initialization to get it to a usable state. Similarly, when the bean is no longer required and is removed from the container, some cleanup may be required. So there are lists of activities that take place behind the scenes between the time of bean instantiation and its destruction. This chapter will discuss only two important bean life cycle callbacks methods, which are required at the time of bean initialization and its destruction. To define setup and tear down for bean, we simply declare the bean tag with init method and destroy method parameters. The init method attribute specifies a method that is to be called on the bean immediately upon instantiation. Similarly, destroy method specifies a method that is called just before a bean is removed from the container. Next, let's look at the initialization callbacks. The initializing bean interface specifies a single method which is called after property set. Using this method, you can simply implement the above interface, and initialization work can be done inside after property set method as follows. In the case of XML-based configuration metadata, you can use init method attribute to specify the name of the method that has a void argument signature, for example here. So next, let's talk about the destruction callbacks. The deposable bean interface specifies a method which is called destroy. You can simply implement the above interface, and finalization work can be done inside the destroy method as follows. In the case of XML-based configuration metadata, you can use the destroy method attribute to specify the name of the method that has a void argument signature, for example here. So if you are using Spring IOC container in a non-web application environment, for example, in a rich client desktop environment, you register a shutdown hook with the JVM. Doing so ensures a graceful shutdown and calls the relevant destroy methods on your singleton beans so that all the resources are released. It is recommended that you do not use the initializing bean or deposable bean callbacks because XML configuration gives much flexibility in terms of naming your method.